Imagine finding a flight for only $49. It seems like an amazing deal, so you book it immediately. Then you discover there are extra charges for your bag, your seat selection, and even printing your boarding pass. Suddenly, that bargain flight doesn't feel like such a bargain anymore. That's the experience many travelers associate with Spirit Airlines. Hello, my name is Aidan O'Connor, and today I'll be discussing why Spirit Airlines is a brand that desperately needs a rebrand. The topic matters because millions of travelers, especially students and budget-conscious consumers, rely on affordable airlines. A company's reputation can directly affect customer trust, loyalty, and long-term success. My thesis is that Spirit Airlines should undergo a rebrand focused on transparency, customer trust, and value-driven communication in order to improve customer perception and compete with more effectively in today's airline industry. I chose this topic because I travel frequently and have personally seen how much an airline's reputation influences whether people choose to fly with them. I also reached customer satisfaction studies, marketing research, and industry reports to better understand Spirit's branding challenges. First, I'll discuss current branding issues. Second, I'll compare Spirit to its competitors. Finally, I'll explain my proposed rebranding strategy and why I believe it would be successful. To begin, let's take a closer look at Spirit's current branding challenges. So, why Spirit Airlines? Spirit Airlines has built one of the most recognizable brands in the airline industry. Most people immediately recognize the bright yellow airplanes and know Spirit is associated with low-cost travel. The problem is that many consumers also associate Spirit with hidden fees, poor customer service, and frustrating travel experiences. The company's low prices attract customers initially, but its reputation often prevents more customers from becoming repeat travelers. Instead of being known as a smart travel option, Spirit is frequently viewed as a last resort when customers cannot find another affordable flight. This gap between affordability and customer perception creates a major branding challenge. Current branding challenges. One of Spirit's biggest issue is customer trust. According to the American Customer Satisfaction Index airline study, airlines with stronger customer experiences consistently earn higher customer satisfaction ratings. Spirit has historically struggled compared to many competitors in these rankings. Customers often feel frustrated by additional charges that were not fully understood during the booking process. While Spirit does disclose these fees, many travelers will feel surprised by the total cost of their trip. Another issue is customer service. Delays, communication issues, and negative customer experiences often generate poor reviews that spread quickly through social media. Research published in the Journal of Marketing by Catherine Lemon and Peter Verhoef found that customer experiences plays a major role in shaping brand loyalty and future purchasing decisions. When customers associate a brand with frustration, they become less likely to return. Spirit's challenge is not simply pricing. The larger issue is that customers do not trust the brand. So now that we've discussed Spirit's current challenges, let's place them in context by comparing Spirit to its competitors. Spirit operates in a highly competitive airline industry. One important competitor is Southwest Airlines. Southwest also appeals to price-conscious travelers, but it has built its reputation around transparency and customer friendliness. Many customers appreciate Southwest's policy of allowing free checked bags. Another major competitor is JetBlue. JetBlue positions itself as a value airline while emphasizing comfort, customer experience, and loyalty. According to the J.D. Power North America Airline Satisfaction Study, customer satisfaction is heavily influenced by communication, reliability, and service quality. Marketing experts Peter Kotler and Kevin Keller explain that strong brands succeed by creating emotional connections and trust with consumers, not simply by offering the lowest price. Spirit focuses heavily on affordability, while competitors focus on both affordability and customer experience. As a result, competitors often earn stronger customer loyalty when their prices are slightly higher. So, based on these challenges and the competitive landscape, let's turn to the future and explore how Spirit could reinvent its brand. So, my rebranding strategy begins with repositioning Spirit's identity. Currently, many consumers view Spirit as simply the cheapest airline. Instead, I believe Spirit should position itself as the smartest value airline. Rather than focusing exclusively on low prices, Spirit should emphasize transparency, reliability, and informed travel choices. Branding expert Kevin Keller argues in strategic brand management that successful brands create clear and meaningful value propositions that consumers trust. Spirit already offers affordable travel. The goal is not to abandon that advantage. The goal is to communicate that affordability in a way that builds confidence rather than skepticism. The new message would be simple: smart travel, transparent pricing, great value. A major part of this rebrand would involve redesigning Spirit's website and digital experience. One of the most common complaints about Spirit involves pricing confusion. Customers often focus on the advertised fare and later discover additional charges. My redesigned website would show customers the total estimated trip cost earlier in the booking process. Fees would be clearly explained, pricing would be easier to understand, and the overall design would appear cleaner and more modern. According to research from the Nielsen Norman Group, transparency and ease of use are critical factors in building trust through digital experience. If customers understand exactly what they are paying for, they are far more likely to feel satisfied with this purchase. A successful brand requires more than just a few website or just a new website or advertising campaign. Spirit must also improve the customer experience itself. I would recommend faster customer support, better communication during delays, improvements to the mobile app, and enhancements to the airline's loyalty program. According to research by Lemon and Verhoff, positive experiences across the customer journey directly influence loyalty and repeat purchases. Additionally, Harvard Business Review reports that companies that consistently improve customer experience often see customer retention and long-term profitability. By improving customer interactions at every stage of travel, Spirit can begin changing how consumers think about the brand. So, this strategy will create benefits in both the short term and the long term. In the short term, Spirit could improve public perception and reduce customer frustration. In the long term, the company could strengthen customer loyalty, generate more positive reviews, and build a stronger competition position within the airline industry. Most importantly, though, Spirit would no longer be known simply as the cheapest airline. Instead, it would become known as an affordable airline that customers trust. That shift in perception could create significant value for the company over time. Therefore, in conclusion, I've discussed three major ideas. First, Spirit Airlines struggles with customer trust, negative perceptions, and service-related challenges. Second, competitors such as Southwest and JetBlue have successfully differentiated themselves by combining affordability with positive customer experiences. Finally, I proposed a rebranding strategy focused on transparency, improved communication, a redesigned digital experience, and stronger customer service. My thesis was that Spirit Airlines should undergo a rebrand focused on transparency, customer trust, and value-driven communication in order to improve customer perception and compete more effectively in today's airline industry. I'll leave you with this thought. The cheapest flight only feels like a bargain when customers trust the brand behind it. Spirit's future success will depend not on lowering prices further, but on raising customer confidence. Thank you. These are some of the sources that I have used.